What's up everyone, my name is Alex Kouras, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a classy short length taper self haircut only using a number 1 guard and a number 2 guard. So no half guard, no 1.5 guard, just a simple classy self haircut. So you guys, I just bought these brand new Babyliss Pro FXs. I spent around $300 for the clippers and the trimmer combined. So I'll let you guys know how I feel about them towards the end of this video. But to get started with the actual self haircut, I'm just using the number 1 guard with the lever closed, going in around the middle of my eyebrow area towards the top of my temple, and just giving myself a perfect guideline going around my entire head. Now using the number 2 guard with the lever closed, I'm also going to be going up from that previous guideline about a full 1 inch. And notice here, I'm just kind of going up an inch, but flicking out as well once I go up the inch, because I want to leave as much hair by my part line as possible. I'm in the middle of trying to grow out my hair a little bit because I want to go for a more classy hairstyle, and this is just kind of the beginning stages of that look. So I'm just growing it out a little bit and making sure that I don't touch anything by the part line. So now using the number 1 guard with the lever halfway open, I'm just going to be going in about half an inch roughly and softening up that hard line that you see right here. And so this is kind of that part where, as a beginner self haircutter, you kind of want to have a lever on your clipper so you have the ability to go in and play with the adjustments and mess around with the different sizing. So if you have a clipper that doesn't have a lever, you can't blend like this. So it's highly recommended that you do get a clipper, whether it's $30, $40 off Amazon, wherever it is. Just make sure that it has a lever so you can play around with the lever and get those more detailed increments when you're cutting your own hair. And so here I'm just using the number 1 guard with the lever completely open, and I'm going up a little bit higher from that lever halfway position and digging into the number 2 guard closed that I used previously. And so this is kind of creating that gradient and bleeding into the next guideline so that you can kind of get that nice gradient and that blend. And so right here, I'm using the 1 guard with the lever closed. So I'm going back down and I'm just going to be flicking out with my corners the bottom hard line. So originally I used the lever halfway open to soften up the hard line. And now I'm just going back with that initial guideline, which is the 1 guard lever closed, and I'm just flicking out that hard line to really make it blend with the rest of the guards. So now using my thinning shears and my comb, I'm going to be going in and just softening up my part line. So all the hair by my part line, I'm really just reducing the amount of bulk so that the transition from my clipper work to the length by my part line is a little bit more seamless and doesn't look as harsh. So that's really what I'm doing here. I'm not doing anything crazy by taking off length. All I'm really doing is just reducing the amount of bulk so that way it blends in a little bit better to the overall haircut. And it's your boy Egghead with the big old forehead. Yeah. So using a headband, I'm just pulling my hair back so I can go in with my brand new Babyliss trimmers and put them to the test and see how they do cleaning up my hair. And I do have to say, using the trimmers, they did do a really good job. I think I need to zero gap them. I'm not sure if they came out of the box zero gapped. They were very close, but I don't think they were zero gapped. But overall, I go for those more natural lineups. You know, I don't use the straight blade and then use the little spray to make the hairline look darker than what it actually is. To me, that seems very fake, and I like my haircuts to be very natural looking because it just looks more real. So the trimmers themselves were very good. But of course, you can take your haircut to that next level if you want to use a straight razor and make the lines really crispy. And so now using my trimmers, I'm just going in and cleaning up all of these stray hairs by my cheeks, cleaning up the beard, cleaning up around my ears, my neck, the back of my head, and just really giving myself a clean lineup and you know, getting rid of all of those stray hairs that make the hair look messy. So I'm just cleaning it up to really give it that nice classy look. So now to give you guys kind of an idea of what I think about these $300 clippers and trimmers, right? So I spent $300 in total for the clipper and the trimmer combined. They came as like a bundle. And I think the biggest thing that I realized while using these clippers and trimmers was that, yeah, they were definitely better than what I'm used to. But to be completely honest, I don't think they're really worth it for somebody that's cutting their own hair. And that's not to say anything negative about Babyliss or maybe any other brand that sells really expensive clippers. You could definitely tell using them that they were much better. They were faster, they were sharper, the lines were cleaner, it was easier to cut the hair. You didn't have to go through the guards multiple times or as many times as you would with a cheaper clipper. But overall, I feel like it was just one step higher or 1.5 steps higher than what my normal system is with my tools. And to be honest, I don't know if it was really worth the $300. So you can definitely get clippers and trimmers for under $100 for both of them. And I think they'll do just as good of a job as these. But overall, they're definitely better. I see why they're used for barbers. I know that the blades are made out of like some type of carbon, or they have some type of something. I don't know exactly what it's made out of, but it's to reduce the amount of heat because barbers are constantly cutting hair all day. So the blades themselves don't get hot. And as a self hair cutter, it doesn't really matter because, you know, within 30 minutes, an hour, you could be done cutting your hair and the blades shouldn't be hot after that. So overall, I think they're definitely really good clippers and really good trimmers. I think I need to do a little bit more. I need to cut my hair a little bit more with them to get a better feel. As of right now, though, I just don't know if they're worth spending that money for someone that cuts their own hair. For a barber, I can totally see why, but for me, it just doesn't really make sense, especially when you're trying to save money. That's the whole reason why you cut hair in the first place. So saving money, that's the big thing. That's what I love to do, save money where I can, and that's why I teach you guys how to cut your own hair, because it's a great skill to learn, and you know, it's fun. I really like doing it. And I hope you guys do too. So hopefully you guys found that little review good. But otherwise, I'm currently styling my hair with some Hans de Foucault gravity paste, which is a high hold medium shine product, and I use the comb to give it a nice side part to really make that, you know, that classy look, you know, that really preppy, you know, really, you know, suit attire look. So here's the before, looking like a mess, hair all over the place, looking busted. And you guys, here's the after. Super cleaned up, super just, you know, fresh, man. I really like this haircut. If there's one thing that I would change with this haircut, it's the hair by my part line that's overhanging, where I use the comb to give it that side part. You know, that's where I'm trying to grow out my hair, so you don't have that massive amount of overhang and bulk by my part line. So I want that to be more of a natural look, which is why I'm growing out my hair a little bit more. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something as well. I really enjoyed doing this haircut, and I actually really like the hairstyle as well. So if you guys did like this video, make sure you leave this video a like, and make sure you guys share this video with a friend. Also, subscribe down below if you're new to my channel. I post videos every single Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. So definitely subscribe and click on the notification bell as well to never miss a new upload. But you guys, thank you all so much for watching. Definitely check out my self-haircut course, linked in the description down below and in the card section linked above as well, if you want to learn in more detail how I cut my own hair and how you can as well to save your money and save your time. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace!